Hi everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing wonderful. Welcome back to my channel, Smile by Holly, and I'm Holly. Nice to meet you. If we haven't met before, welcome, welcome. So anyway, today we are going to be making this adorable 6x6 mini album that is out from Nitwit Collections. It's called All About Home. One really cool thing about this album is it comes with step-by-step instructions. You cannot mess this up. And we are going to make it right from the start. So let's just go ahead and do a walkthrough though. As you're making this, you can use different papers on different pages, or you can make it exactly how the instructions show. I changed mine up a little bit, and I used this door on the front of my mini album because I thought that was so cute. It says, "May your home always be filled with laughter." And then this little door opens and you've got a cute little place to write a little note. Isn't that cute? I've added some pearls onto the flowers and popped the flowers up, if you can see that. And I just love how this little door opens. I think that's so cute for the front of a mini album. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now this is really cool. These pages will just slip under this little band. Okay, that pulls out and then that pulls out. And you've got a perfect spot here for a photo. And then you could do some journaling right here if you wanted. But isn't that cute how those flip out? This one says, "There's no place like home." And then these just fold in and under. Now let's go on to the next page. Look how cute this is. This pulls out, and this would be cute for a cute thought. You've got these two pages, and these are pockets, so you can slip things down in these pockets. But look how fun. When you open the pages up, you've got that adorable house. Now, it doesn't get much cuter than that. Look at that little cottage with this gate. And it says, "Our house and Homebody." But look how fun that is. So just think of all the embellishments or fun things that you could put down in there. But then you've got this card that just slips down inside and kind of closes it. Okay, on to the next page. You've got two pockets here. I've added some pearls. I think it looks so pretty. But you've got a pocket here on the side with a cute pull-out. It says, "May your home always be filled with laughter." And that just fits in this pocket. And then you've got a pocket right here. Wouldn't that be cute to pull that out and have a photo? Or a poem. Wouldn't a poem be kind of cute as you pulled that out? So many different options. Now over on this page we've got a waterfall, and I love, love, love waterfall pages. Look how cute this is. And look how beautifully all these pages match. And once again, you can change up these papers, or you can make them exactly as the instructions show. Now this would be really cute for a photo also, but look at that fun waterfall. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, on to our next page. You've got this flip page right here, which would be great for photos. And then you've got another pocket here. And listen to this. "May your walls know joy. May every room hold laughter, and every window open to great possibilities." Oh, so cute. Who would not love to get this album? Can you even imagine if somebody were moving into a new home? Wouldn't this be a fun album to gift them? So that's cute. And then at the very back, you've got a pocket. This says, "Sometimes home can be another person." And then you've got three little embellishment cards that just slip down in there. Look at that one. "This family runs on love and laughter." Oh, Nitwits does such an amazing job with all of their cute things. And then I've got this house on the back. Now, Nitwits, they've actually used this house on the front. So just feel free. Use your imagination and you can change it up how you would like. But isn't that a darling little album? So we are going to put this together from the beginning. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make the base for the mini album. The first thing you will need are 2 pieces that are 6.5 by 6, okay? These are going to be the inside pages. Then you're going to need 2 pages for the cover that are 6 by 6, okay? Then you will want a piece that's called the hidden hinge, and this is 1.5 by 6. 1.5 by 6. And then for our spine, you are going to want a piece that is 2.5 by 6. Now bring in your scoreboard. I've already gone ahead and scored mine, but we will do it together. So on your papers that are 6.5 by 6, on the 6.5 inch side, you want to score it at 1/2 inch. Okay, bring in your second one. On the 6.5 inch side, you want to score it at 1/2 inch. Now, what you'll want to do is turn your paper to the 6 inch side, and you want to make a score at 1/2 inch and at 5.5. Okay, if you can see, you've just made 2 little squares there, and you want to cut those out. So let's go ahead and make our score on this second page. It's at 1/2 inch and at 5.5, and you see that makes a little square. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut out those little squares. Super simple. Just cut those little squares out. What this is going to do is this is going to make a tab so our pages will fit inside the hidden hinge. So do you see that? You've cut off those 2 little squares, and this will be our little tab that will go inside of our hinge. So take your second piece, and let's just cut out those squares. This hidden hinge is just such a wonderful idea. I love how the mini albums turn out. Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces, and you see the little squares that are cut out. We'll set those aside. Now let's go ahead and bring in our spine. This is the one that is 2.5 by 6. And what we want to do is we want to score it at 1/2 inch and at 2. Okay, and then we'll fold those up. You can see that that is going to be where we will put our little hinge down inside. Okay, so this is our spine. It was scored at 1/2 inch and at 2. Now, this is our hidden hinge, okay? This is the one that's 1.5 by 6, and you want to score it at 1/2 inch and at 1. Then you want to turn your hinge, and you want to score it at 1/2 inch and at 5.5. Okay, now these 2 score lines, which we just did, are just for the purpose of so that you can see where you are going to cut in between them. And let me show you what I mean. So you bring in your rotary blade, and you want to cut from the 1/2 inch mark down to the 5.5 inch mark. Okay, so you would just line up your rotary blade and cut down to the 5.5. So do you see that? You would do that on the other one, and I've already cut mine, so we're just kind of going through the steps. But there you go. There is your hidden hinge. That's what it's going to look like. Is that just so simple? Okay, and then you would just take your 2 pages. Do you see this is the glue tab? And these are going to just slip down inside. So let's go ahead and do some gluing. I'm going to put glue on the underside of this tab. So I hope you're having a great day. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions on this. So I added glue to that, and I am just folding that little tab over. Okay. While you're doing this, you just want to make sure that everything is lining up, because this is going to be basically your base for the mini album. So yeah, it looks good there. I'm just folding it to make sure it's lining up here and lining up here. Now take your second page, and let's go ahead, slip that inside of that little slit, and then we will glue that one down. And once again, make sure your mini album stays lined up got that on a little bit crooked. There we go. Okay, I'll let that dry for just a minute, but as you can see, there are our 2 pages. Is that just so clever? I love it, I love it, I love it. Now we're going to take the bottom of our hidden hinge and put glue on it. And then this is just going to sit down inside our spine. So I'm just going to line that up. That will sit right in the middle. And once again, with this being your base, just make sure that everything is lining up. Okay. Oh, yeah, I love this. Isn't that just such a clever idea? Now you've got these tabs here and here, and this is where we are going to glue our 2 covers. These are the 6 by 6 pages. So we're going to take this tab right here, and we'll just glue the front cover on, making sure that it lines up with the whole album. I like to tip mine up and just to keep it even. That's a good way to do it. And then let's go ahead and put glue on this back tab, and then this will be for our back page. And I'll just stand that up, make sure it lines up. And there is the base for our mini album. Now that our base is done, we are going to go in and make the inside. So we're just going to go page by page and we'll do it together. This is the outside for the spine. Cute striped paper. And then I think I will go ahead and I will put this page on the front. And that's how Nitwits had made their cute album. Once again, this is called All About Home Mini Album. I will leave links down below. All of this comes when you purchase the kit. You can't make a mistake. It's so fun and easy. Now, there are embellishments that go on each of these pages, but we are just going to make the base, and then feel free to add your embellishments later. So there is the front of our album. Let's go ahead and open it up. Now you are going to need 2 pieces of paper that are 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Now bring in your scoreboard. And on the long side, on the 5 3/4 inch side, you want to score it at 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so there are our 2 papers. Now it's important that as you're putting this page together, that these little glue down tabs will go under our main paper. So here's our main paper. Look at those cute houses. We just want to make sure that the tabs go down underneath so they are hidden. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some glue onto this paper. And then I'm going to add some glue onto that 1/4 of an inch little tab. Line up our paper. These papers are just fit in there nicely so that there is a small white border around everything. I'm just going to lift that up, and we are going to slide in our paper underneath that pink paper, okay? This will keep that hinge hidden. Okay, did that make sense? So you see when you open it up, you don't see the the paper, which is so cool. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's add our papers. And I'm just going to do this really quick. Once again, you can do this, put the papers in any order that you would like. Okay, now for this tab, you only want to glue down one side of this, because this is going to make it so that you can push your papers down and under. Okay, so we're just going to add glue to one of the sides. Just a thin strip of glue will work, and then we'll line that up. I'll hold it for a minute because it's drying, but do you see how these papers will now just slip down and under? Okay, so let's go on to the next page. What you're going to need, you will need two pieces that are 2 7/8 by 2 1/2. 2 7/8 by 2 1/2, okay? You're also going to need a paper that is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then you are going to need two papers that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, now for these, let's go ahead and score them. You want to score them on the 3 1/4 inch side, and just score it at 3/8 of an inch. Okay, I'm doing one right here on this side, and then one over here on this side, or you could just flip it. Let me just do 3/8 of an inch, and we'll have one score line on this side and one score line on this side, because this is going to make our pages that open up. And once again, you want to just take this nice and slow and step by step, so you can get these tabs glued under the paper so that they do not show. Okay, and then our last piece of paper is going to be 4 1/2 by 5 3/4. So let's go ahead and put this together. So the first thing is, let's put our back page on. And I am in love with this paper. Is that so cute? So cute. You could do so many things with this. Okay, this is our back page. And I'm just lining it up so there's a nice white border all the way around. Now we are going to take our piece of paper that is 5 3/4 by 4 1/2. And we're just going to center that cute little house on there. Okay, we'll put that on here. How are you guys doing? I hope you're great. Are you loving fall? Such a fun time of the year. You know, we have been in our house now about a year and a half. And so I think this would be such a darling album to go through and put some of our pictures of all the fun things that we did in our house to get it ready. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Now here, this is going to go right here, but what we want to do is we want to take that glue tab and glue that under. Okay, you just want to glue that under so that it closes and you don't see the tab. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of glue here. So I'm just going to glue that underneath our little home. And if yours doesn't line up, you know, exact, feel free to trim it. It looks like mine is pretty good, so we're okay there. Let's add some more glue here. Whoa, did you see that big gob of glue? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is going underneath. And there are our two flip outs. So fun. Okay, now we're going to take the piece of paper that is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is just going to be a base for this cute little page that holds our folder together. Does that make sense? This is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then that just layers down right there. Let's go ahead and add our paper onto the outside of our flip outs. so now we've got our little flip out pages. Let's go ahead and glue this down. So, and I'm just putting mine down towards the bottom, but feel free to center it or whatever you'd like. Now this is where we're going to use these two little squares that are 2 7/8 by 2 1/2. This is how the papers come. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. This is going to make that pocket, and I'll show you the easiest way that I found is just cut those papers out, okay? And then line these up on your paper. Let me show you. Just so there is a border on both sides, and then you will just cut a diagonal line, and that's going to make our pocket. So once again, take that little tiny square and just layer it on there so you see that tiny border, okay? And then we will cut that off. Okay, so fun, right? And then these will sit on top of this, okay? And now this, because this is a pocket, you just want to glue on the two sides, okay? You want to leave this part open so that you can put some things down inside. Okay, so those flip open. You've got a cute pocket here, and then this just slides down inside and it holds those two flaps together. Okay, and that just slides down in there. So isn't that a fun little page? Okay, on to the next page. You will want a piece of paper that is 5 3/4 by 4 1/4, and this is going to be a side pocket. So if you can see, there's a little notch that we are just going to cut out. Really, Nitwits takes all the guesswork out of making a mini album. So there's going to be our pocket. We just want glue on the sides and the back. Leave the front part open so you can tuck a little embellishment down. And we'll just put that on this paper. And then as you can see, this cute little note card goes down inside. So let's layer our base piece. Here is our base. Don't you just love those flowers? I love how just a kind of elegant these papers are. So we're going to layer our base down. Just leaving a nice little border all the way around. And then we will take our pocket page. Okay, you just want to put glue down the two sides and then across the bottom, because we want to leave the top part open because that is a pocket. Okay, so then this little page would just slip down in there. So that goes in there, and this one will slide in that pocket. Okay, so fun. Look how beautiful those papers are too. Okay, let's go on to the next page. Now for this page, this is our waterfall page, and it's very simple, so don't be worried. We're just going to go step by step. You will want 3 pieces of paper that are 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. Let's bring in our scoreboard. And on the 4-inch side, you want to score it at 1/2 inch. So it's 1/2 inch on all 3 of these. 1/2 inch, and then 1/2 inch. Okay, now this is where you want to fold them a slightly different. Let me show you. The first page for our waterfall, you are just going to fold that tab backwards, okay? The second and third page, you want to fold the tab forward. And I will show you how this is going to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our base paper. Look how beautiful that one is. This is our base, and we will put our waterfall on top of it. Okay, so take your first waterfall page, the page that is folded backwards, okay? And we are just going to line this up here pretty much to the top. Okay, there is our first waterfall page, okay? Now take your second waterfall page, and we are just going to put glue on the tab. This is folded forward, and lay that down on this tab, okay? So this is our second page. The tab is folded forward, and we're just going to lay that down on the tab that's there, okay? So you can see this is just slightly smaller than this page. And so all your papers will be able to show. Now just make sure as you're doing this that your waterfall lines up. This is really easy to get it kind of ski-wampus, but I'm just making sure all the pages line up. So we've got the one page and then the second page. And then for our third one, we are going to take this tab, put some glue on it, and just butt it up against the bottom of page 2. Okay, it's just going to go right up to the bottom. So let's do that. And once again, I'm going to close my waterfall and make sure my pages look good. Okay, yeah, there you go. So there is your waterfall. I'm going to quickly glue down all of these papers. Okay, so there is our waterfall. Is that just so fun? Now these two little strips are just going to go right in between the waterfall, just to kind of fill in that gap. And because it all coordinates, it just kind of ties it in really nice. So that will go in there, and then this one will go in here. And I love this because this is just a great place for a good size for a photo. But all of these cute little pages, you could have photos on all of these. So fun. Okay, let's go to our last 2 pages. So what you will want is a piece of paper that is 5 by 5 3/4. 5 by 5 3/4. And what you want to do is you want to score it at 1/4 of an inch. And that's on the 5-inch side. Okay, score it at 1/4 of an inch. And this is just going to tuck under our base paper. So let's bring in our base. It's this pretty green argyle paper. You want to glue this under, so once again that hinge is hidden. So let's go ahead, we'll add glue to our bottom base page. I'm going to add some glue onto here. Boy, my glue is just coming out like crazy today. I can't hardly control it. Okay, so we're going to glue this down. And before I get this glued down too much, I want to slip this paper in and just tuck it underneath. Once again, as I fold it, I'm just making sure that everything is lining up. And then this is where we're going to take these 2 papers. They're very similar. One has a pink background, one has a white background, and glue those on top of our flip out page. So many fun and interactive things with this mini album. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Nitwits. So fun to make these mini albums that you put out. It's probably, I would have to say, one of my very favorite things because I love mini albums. What about you guys? Okay, so there is our little flip page. Now you will want one more piece, and this is 2.5 by 5 3/4. And this is going to be a pocket. We're going to take our piece of pink check paper and just glue that down on top. Leaving a little bit of a white border all the way around. And then we're just going to glue down the 3 sides, the side, and the bottom, so it will make us a pocket. Okay, we'll glue that down. It's coming together, it's coming together. And then this is where this page will just tuck down inside. Once again, you can use these interchangeably. You could tuck photos down in here, just whatever you would like. But this is where we're going to put that one. And look at this cute flip over page. Okay, we are to our last page, and then all we have to do is put the back on. So we've got another really pretty flower page. I love the colors, you know, the pinks and the blues. So beautiful. Okay, there's our back page. Now we are just going to take our pocket. That's going to glue on, so just glue it on the 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. Everything fits so nice. And then it comes with these 3 extra cards that you can now just tuck down into that pocket. So fun. Now we'll put the back on. And I had used the back on the front of my other mini album, but now we'll use this back piece on the back piece, on the back. Now, once again, you'll want to go through and all of the embellishments that come with these, go through, and that's the fun part. You can add all of the cute little extras and then add, you know, some fun things like some dots or some beads or a bow. You want to add a bow. I didn't add one on mine, but I think we need one right here. Let me just bring in some paper. Oh yeah, we need a bow. This is also where you would go through and add like pop-up dots to make your embellishments like stand out. And so there we go. Here are our 2 adorable mini albums made with the exact same paper, just placed a little bit differently. But didn't those turn out so cute? Fun, fun, fun mini album. Oh my gosh. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. I hope that you guys have a fun crafting day. Hey, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. I would also love to have you subscribe to my channel. I also have a Facebook group. It's called Smile by Holly, and I would love for you to join and post all of the fun things that you're making so we can all enjoy each other's crafts. Once again, it's Smile by Holly on Facebook. So thanks. I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.